In this video, we are going to be talking about travel essentials that you need to know for stress-free traveling. I'm going to be telling you about airport navigation and transportation system. I'm going to be telling you how to stay safe and healthy while traveling. As someone that has traveled to over 40 countries, trust me when I tell you that packing is the most crucial part of your trip. It's the most difficult part of the trip. Packing can be so difficult that you'll be wondering what to pack, how to make sure that you don't have excess luggages and you don't pay extra money at the airport. I'm here to give you the scoop. The real scoop. You're going to pay me for it, but don't worry, I got you. The first thing that you need to do before you travel is to write down a packing list. You need to put down what you need to pack and put them in subcategories. If you are a very meticulous person, some people go as far as creating looks for their trip, know the shoe, the clothes, what days, this is what I'm going to wear and this is what I'm not going to wear. These are very important. But for those of you that don't have that kind of time and resources, you can decide to have lists of what you want to pack. You put them in subcategories. First, you pack clothes, write clothes, you write toiletries, you write makeup and skincare, you write medicals and travel documents. These are very essential. You need to put these things down, then you start packing. Another thing you need to do is make sure that you are packing for the weather that you're traveling to. Make sure that you're packing, I'm repeating myself, make sure that you are packing for the weather that you are going to. You are packing for the activities that you plan to do. Very important, so that you don't pack things that you don't need. Packing cubes. I am not going to say so much about this. Packing cubes. This have saved me a lot. It keeps you organized. You stay organized on your trip. You don't mess up all your makeup, and it comes in. It's not so expensive. I think I got mine for around 1,200, and I bought like 4 packs. See, it has different sections, different styles. Just make sure that everything is packed and stay organized. It's very important. You need to have a packing cube. For your travel documents, you need to have something like this. These have different compartments. You can hold your passport. Like, see, I have my vaccination card here, my yellow fever card here. It has section for cash. You can keep your cash and your coins here. Other documents, boarding passes, everything is in here. If you have a boarding pass and your passport, always put them on the inside. It's very important. This keeps you organized while you're on the go. Stress free. You don't have to start searching, oh, my passport, oh, I'm looking at my passport. They'll just look at you like, you person is here. So you don't look like a crazy person at the airport. Make sure you have everything printed out and put them in something like this. Apart from packing your clothes, pack the right kind of shoes. Very important. Is the country that you're going to a walking country? Is it a country where you have to take taxis and buses everywhere you go to? Is it a country where you walk? You do a lot of walking. So if you're going to be doing a lot of walking, I advise that you go with very comfortable shoes. Very, very comfortable shoes, like your trainers and walking trainers or running trainers. Just comfortable shoes that will let you go. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot pack cocktail dresses or heels if you want to go a night out in the city. So you can do all those, but if you have to be on the go all the time, please make sure you have comfortable shoes that is going to be taken, so you feel like you don't have to struggle while on the trip. You're still here talking about packing. I have things like this. I use this to pack earrings. Any kind of hair accessories that can fit in here. You can use it to pack coins, and this can fit into your hand luggage. This will help in your packing. For those of you that are carrying medication, invest in things like this. This will help you stay organized with your medication. If your medication and you need to take medication, so you can put labels on them if you want to. It's so easy to open. They are so easy. Just open it like this and take out your medication, then you close it back. You close it like that. Very transparent bag. that you can pack all your travel size skincare things. This is so easy, it's transparent, you can see it, you don't have to be struggling. I'll be telling when you're going through security. You just bring it out from inside like this and put it on the tray. And that way you don't have to start looking for what to throw away. You make sure you invest in travel size bottles that will help you with your cosmetics and your skincare products and everything that you need. Traveling is not so easy. These are the things that people don't talk about when they are traveling. They don't even show you this part, they show you the glamorous part of traveling. I'm telling you that it's very stressful to stay organized, especially traveling to a country where you've not been to before, because then you have a tendency to overpack what you don't need. Make sure you only pack the things that you need, not overpacking. Oh, what if I'm going to need this? You're not going to need it. Trust me, you're going to be on that trip for the entire trip. I'm talking from experience. Again, remember I said I have been to over 40 countries. So I'm telling you from experience that you're not going to need those things that you thought that you would need. You don't need it. Just pack all the things that you know that you use every other day. There are some disposable towels that I got from Shein. They're really tiny. Just put them in water and it opens up. And sometimes you use them once. Those ones you can use it if you don't want to use the hotel towels. You can use them for your face as well. If you just disposable towels, they're really small. You can fit into your suitcase at any point in time. I cannot overemphasize on this. You need to get to the airport on time. Say your flight is for 2 p.m. Please get to the airport at 9. I don't care if somebody say, "Oh, are you going to be the first one?" Yes, be the first person to be there. I would rather be early than start running around. This has saved me a lot. I am telling you first-hand information. Going to the airport way early have saved me a lot of stress. I've had issues that I had to come back after crossing security. Because I came to the airport on time, I had a lot of time, ample time to do all that I was called back to do and still catch up with my flight because I was there early. Imagine that I had come late to the airport, I would have missed my flight. When you get to the airport, make sure you go straight to your counter, look at the screen, find out where your airline is checking in, see when they are going to start checking. Some airlines start checking in 3 hours before trip. Make sure you're already on the line so you can check in your suitcase. For people that are coming back, if you want to do your tax-free and you're coming back to Nigeria, you have tax-free documents to do, make sure you get to the airport on time. Because some countries, you need to go to the check-in desk, check in your suitcase, get your boarding pass, then don't drop your suitcase. I know for Berlin, that's what they do. You will not drop your suitcase. You will carry your suitcase and take it to the tax desk where they are going to look at everything that you bought with all the receipts. The place where you bought all the things that you bought, they've already stamped it for you. And they will ask you, do you want your money cash or credit card? I will always advise you to use your credit card because that way there's no charge. But if you're doing cash, it will take a while for the money to hit back your account. But if you're doing cash, they will always charge you and cut your money. I always do my tax refund on my credit card. I have a credit card that works. So if you don't, you can do cash. They'll just charge you percentage of it and give you the rest. So that's where you now drop your suitcase. Then you go upstairs to take your cash or if you're doing cash. While some airports, before going to your check-in desk to drop your suitcase, you need to go do your tax refund. Make sure that you they will see everything that you bought with all the receipts. Then before they will stamp and give you back the money. I know they used to do like that in London when they are doing tax refund. But I know that airport in Berlin, in Italy, you can collect a tax refund at the point of shopping or at the airport. Any of those will work for them. People that are going, after you have dropped your bag, you go through security, check in, take your boarding pass. You now go through security, make sure you don't have any liquids on you. You go through security, get to the lounge, or you just find the sitting area, or get to the gate and sit down there. And when you sit down there, make sure, please, I'm begging you, you're looking at the screen or listening to the announcement. Most of the countries, they don't do any kind of announcement, basically, except maybe they're calling on somebody. They just ask you to look at the screen. So, and sometimes when there's a gate change, they do not announce it. I have sat at the airport and I missed my flight because there was a gate change. Luckily for me, they put me in the next flight and I didn't have to pay any other money. You might not be that lucky, trust me, you might not. But they will tell you to always check your gate, check the screen. Now, there's another thing, another hack that you can do is when you get in the morning of your flight, all you need to do is copy your flight number, send it as a text message to yourself. If you're using an iPhone, send it as a text message to yourself. Now, when you go to the text message, click on it. It will show you view. That way, you can view your flight updates on the go. Literally, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how Apple does it. I know for a fact that you can track your flight. If there is a date change, if there is delay, you can see. You can send it to the person. If someone is coming to pick you up, you can text that flight number to the person, and the person will just click on the flight number as text message, and a view will come up. And to show your flight when it's landing, where your flight is at the moment. If there's any delay, the person will see it, and that same you can also send that to your parents. They can keep a track on your trip. If you've entered your flight, you're successful, congratulations, you've boarded, everything is going on well, and you're seated in your flight and you're waiting to take off. And now your flight has taken off and there's a screen in front of you. They give you that rickety looking headset. Sometimes they are so uncomfortable, they are horrendous. You literally cannot look at it. It just sometimes it hurts your ear. It's very uncomfortable. But if you have an AirPod and you want to watch the movie on the screen with your AirPod, I got you. Now this is called AirFly. I bought this from Amazon. I think it's about £12 or so. It's not an Apple product. I doubt it's an Apple product. It's on Amazon, so I bought it for £12. Now, all you need to do is just connect this to the screen of your flight, and then connect it to your AirPods, and voila, you're done. You start watching from your AirPods. So easy as that. Easy. It doesn't take more than 10 seconds. You will connect it immediately, and you can watch anything that you want to watch. You're using your AirPods without the wires running down on you, without you falling asleep and the wires disconnect. If you're listening to music or listening to audiobooks like me. In terms of safety regarding your luggage, before you check in your luggage, now there are things that you need to do. You need to make sure that you invest in air tags. These are air tags. These are air tags. You can buy one. There are other companies that offer this to certified. This is the Apple one, but I don't know about those ones. But I know about this. This will keep your suitcase safe. You can track where your suitcase is at every point in time on your phone, or if you have an Apple Watch, you can track it. If on Find My iPhone or Find My AirTags, or sometimes it just popped up and you just see a message that your suitcase have left Port Harcourt International Airport, and you can track it. And now if your flight is leaving for some reason and your suitcase is not on the flight, it will tell you that you have left your suitcase behind. That's how you know that somehow maybe they've forgotten your suitcase. You have left your suitcase behind. It will pop up on your phone or your watch, and it will tell you that something is wrong with your suitcase. You can keep an eye on your suitcase. You can know track of where your suitcase is at every point in time. And if for any reason you have similar bag with someone picks up your suitcase, it will also lets you know that your suitcase is leaving the airport. Meanwhile, you are standing at the airport waiting to pick up your bag. So invest in an air tag. Stay safe in a country where you've never been to. Please, it's very important that you are not showing off. You don't have too much cash on you. Always travel with credit card. I'm not saying that you're not going to travel with cash, but it's very important that you show less cash. Always move with credit card, and then avoid places where you can get into any kind of physical altercation with someone, or anything that's going to cause any kind of physical altercation with someone. If you're on medication, make sure that you pack all the right medication and you have prescriptions for them, because sometimes they will ask you. I remember when I I was traveling with medications, and they asked me, what are these medications for? Do you have prescriptions for them? And I said, yes, I do. And they saw that I have prescriptions. They had to keep me, call my doctor just to confirm that I have prescriptions for this medication. And when the doctor confirmed that yes, it was prescribed, that's how they gave me all the medication, and I apologized for delaying me. But they were doing their job. I don't have to get angry. I just sat down there and wait for them to do all their findings. But it's always advisable to have prescription to avoid any kind of, do you know who I am? When you have entered your flight and you've settled in and you've arrived at your destination, sometimes you don't have anybody that will pick you up when you want to say, oh, when I get there, I'll sort myself out. Like, book ahead. Book ahead. Ahead is your first friend. Now, if for any reason you're going to a country where Uber works, I will advise you to, some countries accept cards, some countries don't. Some countries will require you to put your credit card or your card details on the app. So if you don't have this, make sure that your app, your card that works, dollar card that works, is on the app, so that when you arrive, you just need to order off Uber and go your way, or you take a normal taxi. There are taxis everywhere. But now, if you're going to a place like Paris, for example, please be very careful. Very, very careful. There are lots of scam people outside. Now, the real taxi people will not confront you. They will not come and meet you. Meet taxi. They are outside. Make sure, if all those people that come to meet you and say, oh, give me taxi, they are all scam artists. Don't talk to anybody. Don't let anybody help you. There are trolleys everywhere, because once they help you, they will force you to give, and if you don't give them money, they will gather, all of them will come and gather you. No, please don't agree for anybody to help you with any kind of your suitcase. Push it alone. Push it alone. It will help you. So that you don't have to go into trouble. Don't let anybody say, oh, I have it by car over there, come, let's go. Don't listen to them. Carry your bag with your trolley and come outside. When you come outside, you see a line for taxi. You join the line. There are real taxi people. The flat rate from Charles de Gaulle Airport to inside the city center is like £60, 60 euros. I mean, so it's no more than 60 euros. Do not for any reason. This is only for people coming to Paris, especially if you're flying to Charles de Gaulle. There are other airports. They're everywhere. And even in Rome, if you're traveling to Rome, you see them outside. They're like, oh, don't talk to anybody. The real taxi people will not approach you. You see them, taxi at the top of their car. Those are the real taxi people. Unless you want to use a private hire, or you've already pre-booked your taxi, or if it's not pre-booked, there are different kinds of on-ground transportation that you can use. There is ride sharing, there is Uber. Some countries where they have boats, boat work in some countries, and even in London, there's boats in London. I will advise you, Uber and boats will always be the cheapest. If you can, use them. You are on the app, don't go offline. You communicate on the app. Now, sometimes you know that when you leave Nigeria, your phone doesn't work. The internet doesn't work. You find a way to get a SIM card on arrival, or if you cannot get a SIM card, you can get an app that helps you with that. But I'll make that in another video and show you all the apps that you need for traveling. There are lots of apps that will help you. Finally, I will say that you make sure you enjoy yourself. Wear your sunscreen, put on your deodorant, have some perfume on, make your hair, wear a nice dress, and go out about town and explore. Enjoy yourself, have fun. Please make sure you meet people. Go out. There are lots of apps that you can meet people on while you're traveling. Lots of apps. I can share those ones on a later video. Lots of apps. You can go to art gallery because someone on an app invited you. You go to house game, house parties. So in poshest part of town from the app. Like, I remember one time I had an app. I can't remember. I was going to get the app, and I was in LA, and I just logged into the app, and they invited me for painting class, and I went, and they invited me to a house party in Beverly Hills, and I went, and the neighbor is like Kim Kardashian and something. Then like, oh, my neighbor, oh, Kim is my neighbor, and this person is my neighbor. You see all of those celebrities, they're walking as if they're was like, say what? So, as a solo traveler, yes, you have to be careful, but you also need to meet people, go out, stay safe, have fun.